Oh, did you see that leg drive from the stroke of the Molesey, Mark McGill? He didn't get too much traction on his legs. He just shot them down. It's a bit like when I was rowing in the 84 games, that. But, you know, they blasted off. They don't want to give Star anything. And, yeah.
And Star, of course, are just leaving nothing to chance at all. So interesting what you just mentioned. There is a very slight drift across to the left there from Star, getting back on track again now, and they've got themselves off to a good start. That's what they wanted to do, because they need to leave nothing to chance there. Certainly the underdogs, I would suggest, since they are racing against the Molesey A crew in this event, the Thames Challenge Cup.
Yeah, Molesey got a lot of entries in this year's regatta, got a lot of good athletes in Fours events. These boys from Star, they are so happy to have qualified. I tell you what, they're doing a great job. Molesey went out like a rocket, didn't they, off the start? But Star, you know, they're at the quarter mile. And what have they got, like maybe two-thirds of a length? And it's a very aggressive, punchy rhythm from Star, isn't it?
It is, it's good.
The stroke, Sam Gale, the 22-year-old, is really leading them off at a nice rate. He's got a very nice back turn. It's quite easy. And I think that rhythm sets it up really well for those two in the stern behind him, Sam Locke and Ali Satchwell, in the 6th seat. And they put the old man, Ali Satchwell, 31 years of age. Sorry, Ali, if you're watching this. It's not that old, I know that. Here are the boys from Molesey. Mark McGill, the 33-year-old, rode down just above Hampton Court on the Thames in Surrey. Molesey Boat Club have won this event a few times, actually. First back in 1891, and then they've won it another 6 times. Pretty much mostly since 2012, and last in 2022. So there's a big tradition. They're coached by Ben Lewis, the former Oxford Brooks oarsman, who's won multiple Henley medals with Thames Rowing Club. And he's been doing loads of work early in the morning. You see the boat there, it's called Andrew Triggs Hodge, or Hodgie, aka Hodgie, who is 3 times Olympic champion. He's one of Britain's greatest ever rowers, him and Pete Reed, who was Leander member, not Molesey member. But Hodgie, great servant to Molesey Boat Club, was a captain. And lovely to see the boat with his name coming down the track. Steering for Star Club, Lizzie?
Yes. I've been watching both crews, both coxes actually, and they do look as though, particularly at the crossing point you can see just behind you there, just really needed to hang on to the steering wires and make sure they kept their boats straight, both of them just being knocked about a little bit. It's an interesting course, Henley Royal Regatta. Obviously not many people actually get to race it, so for those of you who are watching who haven't seen this before or haven't raced here, it's a straight course along a river, a winding river. So you do get bits of stream, don't you, little eddies, you get traffic on either side, and a lot of things that could easily distract you. And in an 8, it's really important that every single member is really focused in on that rhythm, that placement, that power.
I mean, these boys from Molesey, I've seen some of the training, you know, spoiler alert, Molesey is my boat club, and I've seen them down there training out on the river, particularly on the Ergs, where Ben Lewis has been cracking the whip. Early morning outings, you know, because these guys have to do that, like 5 a.m. and all that kind of stuff. And it's been a really tough year for them. And I'm sure Ben's going to look at it and be pleased. And he's also going to have a critical eye, and he'll be finding things that the Molesey crew, as they go past that club. Remenham is one of the clubs that is founded by, what is it, 5 clubs, Lizzie?
7.
Molesey's
7, yeah,
thank you.
Molesey's one of them.
Molesey's one of them. Twickenham, Kingston, help me out here.
Vesta,
Staines Rowing Club, yeah. And anyway, if you're a member of one of those clubs, you can join Remenham and have a lovely day out at Henley.
You certainly can. And cheer on your crew as they go past what is affectionately known as the Remenham Roar.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a bit of a roar for Molesey, but we didn't pick it up on the television. Perhaps what we need is to have a special microphone placed at Remnant into which members can shout when one of their crews goes past. Star Club, again, we've said about that distinguished history. Pretty much, they've never won the Thames Cup, but, you know, Star Club members have won loads of events. I think they've won the Brit back in 2012, which Pete Mulcairns was coaching.
Yeah.
I've won here with Tim Foster, and, of course, he's won here loads of times without me. But Star Club was, well, it was formed out of the RAF at Cardington, and I think in the 50s an RAF boat did win the Thames. So if Star Club counts that as a Star Club win, because it was founded by RAF members, I'm not sure. But I think I'm pretty much saying it counts. What do you reckon, Lizzie?
Yeah, absolutely. Have to treasure our history. Definitely always refer to it, so why not? They certainly have a really active group of masters rowers, veterans, who are have a lovely group on Facebook talking about their latest campaign, led by Kevin Armstrong. And
I rowed with Kevin. Yeah, great lad. I can see the cover, just, you know, if you're watching this, boys from Star Club, you know, your cover's pretty decent coming into the finish. I know your rate's that high. That's the distance between one set of puddles and another, which tells you the boat's moving quite decently. OK, so the Molesey cover is better. They're lower rate, so there's more distance between the puddles they're making and the set of puddles behind. And Molesey Boat Club come up to hear the buzzer and cross the finish line in this heat of the Thames Cup. The boys from Star Club cross the line, you can hear the buzzer, and that is that heat over. So Molesey Boat Club A beat Star Club in the heat of the Thames Challenge Cup.